Live now? Yes.
Yeah, live now. Please turn off your audios, Saif sir. Anshul, it's on for you.
A very good evening to everyone. I, Anshu Raval, Assistant Professor at Vatel Hotel and Tourism Business School, Sushant University, welcome all the participants, aspiring hoteliers, industry experts, and teaching fraternity. The theme for today's webinar is Employability Opportunities with 5-Star Hotels, a Training Manager's Perspective. First of all, I would like to take you through the schedule for today's session. Introduction of the panelist of the day, welcoming of the guest by Dean Vatel Hotel Tourism Business School, followed by panel discussion. Then an introduction to Bachelor in Hotel Management by Dean Vatel Hotel Tourism Business School. Then sharing of Vatel Legacy by Mr. Laurent Guiraud, Director of Vatel Program. And then followed by admission process, Q&A session, and a video of campus life at Sushant University. And in the end, a wrap-up session and vote of thanks. This webinar is very important to all of us. Why I am saying this? Because this is something which is very essential. Whenever any child or any student look forward to a university or to a college for any course, employability is something that a student also wants and a parent is also relying on. So this is something which is very important, and actually it is the need of the hour. But as the current scenario has left the hospitality industry in hibernate mode, but I do not think that it is going to last for long, because hospitality is very dynamic in nature. Plus, it is very closely related to the human values and nature of human beings. So definitely it is going to bounce back with multiple opportunities. And also hospitality industry or hospitality management is something which is very professional and passion driven field. And any aspirant who have the zeal and attitude can be part of this business. So now I take this opportunity to introduce you all to our first panelist for the session, Ms. Akansha Rajawat, Head of L&D, the Leela Ambience Gurgaon. Ms. Akansha is a result-oriented professional offering 11 years of experience in luxury hotel operations, food and beverage operations, guest services, learning and development, training and nurturing multicultural team. She is presently associated with the Leela Ambience Gurgaon She is experienced in executing operating procedure and holds functional expertise in managing the overall training operations with the key focus on talent and culture, and SOPs, bottom line profitability, by ensuring optimal utilization of resources for enhanced operational effectiveness and return on investment. Now, I would like to introduce our second panelist, Ms. Shivangi Rotela, Assistant Training Manager, the Roseate House, New Delhi, the Roseate, New Delhi. Ms. Shivangi is a goal-oriented, committed training leader with good communication skills, eye for detail, and have expertise and experience in handling hotel operation. She loves working on providing development opportunity that enhance knowledge, develop skills, and enrich the organization. She stands as a true example of hospitality professional who has always known what she wants. Under a span of less than a year with the group, she has been able to establish herself as an integrate part of the group. She has committed to grow within the organization, putting her best foot forward each day of the year. Moving ahead to our third panelist, Ms. Sanjana Bhalla, Assistant Training Manager, Crown Plaza Today, Gurgaon. Ms. Sanjana is a training and development professional with work experience in hospitality and retail industry. She has worked for brands like Oberoi Hotels and Resorts in the past and has been with IHG Group for an year now. She is a highly motivated trainer with a deep understanding about brand-centric and behavioral training aspects and maintaining the quality standards across the various departments in the hotel. Sanjana's aim is to provide knowledge through her expertise and experience and enrich the organization. Now, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Garima Prakash, Dean, Vatel Hotel Tourism Business School of Sushant University, to welcome our guest. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anshu. And it's a great privilege. Good afternoon, everybody. Rather, good evening, everybody. And it's my great privilege to welcome Ms. Akanksha, Ms. Shivangi, and Ms. Sanjana. Thank you so very much to agreeing to be a part of this panel discussion. We really look forward to understanding the employability opportunities, and so our students. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now we open the panel discussion and would be happy to take questions from the participant after the panel discussion. So I request you please type your questions in the chat box and we shall be taking them at the end of the discussion. My first question to Sanjana ma'am. My first question to, I think Akanksha ma'am has left. My first question is to Shivangi ma'am. In your opinion, what are the diverse career opportunities for the hotel management graduates in the world of hospitality? Shivangi ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Yes, ma'am.
All right. To begin with, when we talk about the diverse career opportunities for our hotel management graduates, we need to understand that hospitality is a lot more than a hotel management student, what they learn, what they study in their college. It's a lot more. And the skills that you develop during those years, it helps you for a successful career, not even in the hospitality, but beyond that. So yes, there are lots of opportunities that I would be talking about. But opportunities for hotel management graduates lies not only in India, but there are a lot more opportunities when we talk about the abroad. Okay, so to begin with the different industries that we have, first is the hotel industry that we are working. That is the primary, hotels are the primary employers for any of the hotel management graduate. Because of the obvious reason the students learn the basics of the hospitality and hotel administration in their career, and that gives them the opportunity to learn the diverse range of operations in the hotel itself. Plus, it is an advantage for the hotel. Okay, rather than any other industry, hotel takes them because they have been trained as an industrial trainee, and then we have various positions. We take them as an entry level, or we have on-job trainees, we have then apprentice. Hotel being the primary employer, they takes these students happily. So this is one sector that is the primary, as I told you. Second, I would say there is airlines kitchen that we have. We have aviation. We have in-flight services. Okay, and this is the major recruiters. Apart from the hotel that we are operating, airlines is this major recruiters, and for them they want somebody who can well present themselves, who can speak nicely, and they want somebody who holds a diploma certificate or the hotel management graduates. So that is one thing. Plus, they also provide not even in the kitchen, but also in the ground staff or the in-flight services. So that is one opportunity. Then another industry in itself would be the cruise liners, I would say. I have a lot of friends who are a part of cruise industry, and it's a very glamorous industry apart from the hotel. That thing is very different because you have to be there on the ship, traveling different beautiful waters, and you have to be there 24/7. So that industry, I would say, that demands a lot, but also pays you like that. So that is one good opportunity people can look up to, but it would be demanding. Okay. Then when we talk about, we have the fast foods chain, which is very popular nowadays. Not even in India, but across the globe, the way it is expanding and blooming. People, the hospitality, the hotel management graduates have a very good opportunity to go into it as an executive, and they have the management roles as well for them. So I would say that is one good career opportunities. Join the restaurants or the fast food chains, and many people, they are opening their own venture out of it. So that is one. And then there is, I don't know if not many students would be familiar with it. But when we talk about the Indian Army, they also have the hospitality and catering department. And they are also open to have the students who are graduates, who have the diploma, or basically they look for the hospitality, people who have been in the hospitality. So yes, these are some good diverse career opportunities that I would like all the students who are hearing me out, so they can try, apart from the hotel industry that we are working in.
Sanjana ma'am, would you like to add something to this?
I think Shivangi was, absolutely correct. Apart from the hotels that we are a part of, there are, a lot of other areas or, arenas of workplace which can be explored by the students. And yes, as she rightly put in, every place, every area that you go to work has a different aura. For example, she mentioned about, cruises having the different kind of enigma with the whole thing. So yes, absolutely, I think I would agree completely on that point. And yes, students can explore, and with the world moving on, changes happening every now and then, I think hotel is not just the only place that you lead or you land up in after you do a certain graduation in hotel management. There are a lot of avenues for you.
Absolutely right, ma'am. With this, there is a question that is coming to my mind. Ma'am, hotel management course is a perfect balance of all the 4 core areas, that is your kitchen, service, housekeeping, front office. I would like to know your comments that how, studying all these 4 core areas of a hotel will develop a student into a multi-skill professional.
Yes, to answer your question, hotels nowadays, I think with the organizations going into a more restricted manpower, there are lean organizations which believe in a lot of inter and intra-departmental activities also. If I come to that, when we are hiring also, or when we are looking at a student also to hire, there is something that we believe that probably, the person is interested in, or the individual is wanting or has the willpower, explore all the 4 departments, because there could be dependency from one department to another department, which happens in during busy operations or busy hours. Specialization in one thing is, of course, it's an added bonus to the whole scene, but being multi-skilled definitely adds to the productivity aspect of that particular student, which the student does not just have one skill set, but has many skill sets to flaunt. And that's what a lot of brands these days, they want to believe that the individual or the the person really displays the mission or the vision of the brand, and not just displays that in their respective department or their area, but individually in all the 4 areas that you see. So all these 4 departments, I think for me, keeping aside the 4 departments, the entire hotel team, it's all interdependent. And the reason we give them, I know some of them have a little, expertise, they want to be expertise in a certain department, but giving them an exposure of all the 4 departments really makes them have an understanding, strengthening their current skill sets and improving them, because being specialized but being multi-skill set at the same time is an added bonus to that student. So I'm sure if students are listening, it is good that you specialize yourself in one field, but definitely do explore yourself in all the departments, because that's what is going to make you multi-skill setted. And when you are multi-skill setted, there are various avenues which open out for you, not just restricted to one direction.
Correct. Absolutely right, ma'am. I think Akansha ma'am has joined back. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Ma'am, she has some audio issues, so we are not able to hear her, and she's not able to send out the voice to us.
Okay. Shivangi ma'am, I have a question for you. Talking about individuals choosing, hospitality career. In 2021 also, if I take this, parents still, they apprehend in selecting a hotel career for a female child. They are not ready to accept the hotel career for their, female child or female ward. So what do you think that how hotels are taking care of this, how they are generating this kind of an awareness among students?
Okay. Thank you, Anshu, for this question. I would say that from the time that I have graduated from my college, I totally agree. There were few of the ladies when we compared it to the gentlemen. However, I have seen, since I am in the training domain, I have seen a rise in the ladies in the college who apply for these courses. So what I personally feel that over the time, the mindset has gradually changed, or it is still changing, both for the parents and even for the management, for the hotel management as well. In terms of when we talk about how we are doing, how as in hotel, what we are doing for the female, we are doing a lot of things. When we take the female colleague on board, we tell them about the different benefits that they are going to have, as in the accommodation that we provide them with a safe environment. We have this committee for them, wherein if they have any doubts or if they feel that there is any concern, they can bring it to the management. So we have this committee on board. Plus, we have this pick up and drop services so that they do not feel unsafe while traveling back to the places. And also, this thing is being told to the students as well. When we take the ITs or OGTs, or even when we do the placements, we inform these added benefits that we have in the hotel to them directly. After that, when they come on board, I would say the organization nowadays, every organization, every hotel chain is now focusing on the gender diversity. They wish to have more of the female colleagues on board, and I have personally seen that there are female leaders who are the part of the management team. That that really helps a lot to the young females who are there in the hotel. that they look up to the female leaders as a role models and somebody who is always there for the support. So this is how I have felt. However, as in hotel industry, they are continuously working to bring in the safe environment for them. We have different sessions which are organized for the ladies, people from the outside coming in who are the specialists. They come in, they give in the session, they bring in more awareness. There are things that we are doing, and plus I would say the management have this belief now that the ladies, they bring in more creativity than the gentlemen. So I personally believe it to be true. So this is how the hotel is thinking, and this is how we are telling the young students as well, so that the same is communicated to the parents. And this has been the approach so far, and I'm very certain that things are going progress when it comes to have more of the female colleagues on board, because I can certainly see the passion in them, be it any of the core departments. The ladies and the gentlemen both are passionate. So I think there's no stopping, and nobody can stop them, not even the parents. So we are welcoming them with open hand. Yes. So that was from my end. This is what I feel.
I totally agree with you, because I myself, I am working under a female leadership and I'm really proud of it. And I can see that, I can see the difference also. The kind of creativity you are talking about, we are working under a female dean, and you will find very less female deans in, hotel management colleges, because you will find more of male deans and male, leadership. But in our college, we have a female dean, and I can totally relate with whatever you have said. I would like to ask Sanjana ma'am. Ma'am, in Crown Plaza, do you have any different kind of initiatives that you take for a female employee, or whenever you hire female employees or female interns?
Yes, absolutely. So every brand has a different, way of looking after their female leaders. So as Shivangi was talking about, there are separate trainings which happen. We tell them the safety, and, there is a committee which is there, which they are also a part of. Talking about female leadership, this organization really plays a very, very important role. There is a program which is known as the RISE program. I'm sure some of you would have heard of it. So the RISE program is completely focusing on, empowering the ladies in the organization, moving them up the ladder, which is in the leadership roles, and then probably, if they are, for a year or two, the course goes on, and they groom themselves with another GM. They kind of shadow the other GM throughout the whole, they imbibe the culture of how they should behave, and growing and steadily they are on the path to become the next GM, which is the female leadership. So, there is a separate program altogether only designed to just empower the female leadership team and make them the next GMs of the hotels. So IIG is coming up with a lot of hotels in the coming days, and with a lot of hotels, you can see a lot of female GMs will be, around you. So yes, this is one of the initiatives which we have. Apart from them, talking about the mid-level leadership team, or the executive associate level, also there are programs which empower and enrich these high-performing females, and they get chance to show their caliber, and it's not just not rewarding, but they also get a chance that if they are part of this program, they are grooming themselves to the next level without, just having a little only work related, but also personality wise as well. So these are a few of the initiatives which IIG takes to, empower their females.
Ma'am, with this question, with this whole thought too, I have a question in my mind. Like, I want to know how hotels empower their employees in terms of, developing skills, growth opportunities, and well-being at the IIG hotels.
Well, talking about well-being, it just clicked to me. We did recently, I think yesterday only it ended. We had the entire well-being week, which we celebrate every quarter. And, COVID, I think, brought this idea into the brand. Of course, well-being was always there. But with the COVID striking in, there was a lot of imbalance. People were at home, some were not there. So it kind of brought the routine to the standstill, and it kind of broke the connection also. Certain people staying at home did not really feel too good, mentally, or everybody doesn't talk about it, but it's absolutely necessary to talk about it. So we have certain programs like I Am Here. So I Am Here is an initiative which is taken by the brand, and of course it's another organization, but they've partnered with us. And there are courses, it's an entire session wherein you can become an ambassador member. And once you become a member of it, you can either become a tribe or an ambassador. If you're an ambassador member, you can actually, counsel the others. By counsel, I just don't mean, you prescribe medicines or you tell them that this is what is wrong with you. It's just a conversation, At times you don't know how that conversation, what that person is internally feeling, how low they are, with the hotels going such a phase right now. So, you don't know what the other individual back at his home is feeling, but a little conversation guiding him to the correct direction will what make the difference. So I Am Here is like that. We've recently, during this current Wellbeing Week, we launched something as Employee Assistance Program. This is an initiative which, they are professionals in this field of, psychological counseling and helping out. So they do telephonic counseling, video calls, and things like that during these tough times. So yes, that is another initiative which we have, which talking about well-being. Apart from that, we keep having little initiatives at the unit level individually also, which you encourage all our colleagues to talk, about grievances at home or in the hotel if they are facing any challenge with anything, because current times it's really uncertain. I mean, you yourself probably while having a conversation, you would be like, I recently had a conversation with one of my colleagues and I was like, oh my God, I did not even think about this. So such situations can happen. But yes, hotels, the organization that I work with really plays a lot of emphasis in it, and we want that everybody's well-being is of utmost importance. So yes.
Right. Shivangi ma'am, I have a question for you. According to you, what are the core competencies that a student is likely to imbibe after doing hotel management?
I would say after you're saying after they are graduate and
Yes,
ready for their placements, right?
Yes.
Okay, I would say more emphasis should be there on their soft skills part, because I can see the chat box and I can totally understand from where it is coming. And yes, how you present yourself should be at the topmost importance, because if you are able to communicate nicely, but if you are not presentable, the marks would be deducted there. So you have to have the good grooming. Okay, you will have to look the presentable, good communication skills without a doubt. And I would say presence of mind should be there. However, technical points can always be learned when you are there on the shop floor. So the two major things I would say, the soft skills, the grooming, and the knowledge about your area, the core area should be there. These are the three things that I would like to particularly stress on for any of the hotel management there. Plus, one thing additionally I would want to add, it should be the passion. It is rare to find nowadays, because the people, the students that I come across, they have a fickle mind. At this, they work for the company for 1 year and they want to change the industry. But I feel the success doesn't come that way. You have to be the passion. You have to have the passion every single day that you work, and you have to have the goal in front of you that this is what I want and this is where I want. Because hospitality industry, this is not easy. Okay, and this is also not everyone's cup of tea. So people have to be very clear in their mind once they graduate, because as I told, the diverse career opportunities, it's obviously it is not restricted to the hotels. There are many other industries. The retails are always open, and it is not difficult nowadays. But you should be passionate towards your work, and that's what I want to say.
Absolutely right, ma'am. The passion, actually, this industry is something that requires a lot of passion, and any person who chooses this industry should actually give time. In fact, not only time, but everything you have to give to this industry. Then only you will be able to get a return. And students, and this is one of the industry which is very dynamic, and I think it provides a lot of lucrative jobs also. Now, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Shivangi, ma'am. Thank you, Sanjana, ma'am. Now we have come to the end of the discussion. Now I would like to take questions from the participants and viewers. There is a question, ma'am. For placements, there are many things which are considered. First, grooming. Second, communication. Third, technical knowledge. Fourth, presence of mind and smartness. How would you like to prioritize them? I want Sanjana ma'am to answer this.
Shivangi, if you want to answer, you can also go ahead. I don't know. I saw the excitement. Okay. Well, for me, of course, these four, for me, I think I'm not going to give a rating, so you'll get to know what we rate, but definitely, if it's I don't really consider technical knowledge at the very initial stage to be very, very important. I would say I'd rather like to see, as Shivangi was talking about, passion and zeal. I will probably, if the person doesn't know who a concierge is, I am okay with it. I will rather have him, ma'am, I'm ready to learn. So that for me, the passion and the zeal is very, very important. Of course, along with that, grooming and all is a part of it, but I'm not going to tell you what is A, B, C. They all are, they're a package. But definitely for me, technical knowledge, maybe after a point, after they have a certain, they've worked with the brand or they've have an exposure, maybe then. But at the initial stage, when you're talking, I don't really give it that importance at that point of time. But yes, it's a bonus if you have it. Yeah.
Shivangi ma'am, would you like to add something?
No, actually, I already covered it, and thank you, Sanjana, for adding your points to it. So yes, I totally agree with her.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sanjana ma'am. Thank you, Shivangi ma'am. Sunil sir, do we have any question coming in?
Nothing yet.
Any questions from any participant or?
No, ma'am. No questions are coming apart from this.
Okay.
I think we have just linked up. Okay. So it's about our Vatel program only. If you could just see, Kulmohan sir is asking.
Ma'am, there is a question from Kulmohan sir. We at Vatel teach French in all the 8th semester. What in your mind is the relevance of a foreign language for a HM graduate student? Shivangi ma'am, would you like to answer this question?
Sure. What is in your mind with the relevance of the foreign language? Okay, I would say apart from your basic local language, the Hindi, English, or if you have an expertise in any other language, it comes to the added bonus to any individual in first place, and second to the organization, because where we have in India also we have tourism wherein we have the people coming in across the globe, and it always helps for an individual to connect to the guest in a better way. And also in some of the I would say some of the hotels have the certain cuisine, certain specialty restaurants that they have, wherein they actually they look for the person who has the expertise in the foreign language, and then we have to look outside. So I would say, as an hotel person, I will obviously look in my people if they have the expertise, and it would be added bonus for me, and to connect to the guest in a better way, and this will I will say surely add bonus to the guest experience. So that's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
great thing that you are doing that in hotel. So it's a good thing.
Okay, then we have come to the end of the discussion. Thank you,
Anshu
ma'am.
ma'am,
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
ma'am, Akanksha ma'am has logged in. She's trying from last 40 minutes to solve this issue, IT error. And thank you so much, ma'am.
Akansha, ma'am, are you there?
Hi, can you hear me, Anshu?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Okay, finally, I think there's some issues. Clearly, I need to change my table around. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm extremely sorry that I couldn't be part of this wonderful opportunity. Seth and I have been connecting from quite some time to be part of this platform, but I think due to some connectivity issues, honestly, from our end, I failed to be part of it. But if I could contribute in any of the form, I would have loved to do that.
Uh, Surely, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question for you.
Please.
What kind of a skill set do you look in an individual when it comes to hiring of a hotel management graduate? Since everything is changing in the industry, there is a lot of difference pre and post COVID. So,
Right.
is there any change in the kind of skill set that you're looking for in an individual?
I think Anshu, as an overall perspective, when I personally take interviews, what I really look into a student is, how dedicated or how passionate he or she is to contribute towards the hotel industry or to grow himself. There is a very famous saying that, and it's a quote of our dharmas as well, that you need to keep guest first, company second, and self last, which is, I think, is the Bible of hotel industry too. That whichever company that you work for, the foremost thing that we look at an individual is the passion to make a guest experience to be remembered. And I think that is the only reason that we all are here for. Other than the skill set that they have been graduated from an XYZ college or a platform, the operational knowledge that they have, well groomed. I think these are the basic things which is expected. But other than that, I personally look is the passion and the willingness to really contribute and to have a creative thinking, have innovative ideas. Especially, post Corona, we have realized that the hotel has moved away from a lot of um, manual work to a lot of technical work. Now there are contactless check-ins, there is contactless feedback. So we need people who are really adaptive towards change. 1 minute if we say them this, they should be in this form, and if we say them, okay, now the step ahead is this way, so then they should have a quick grasping power. So is what I feel that post COVID, clearly the tension of presence of mind and again passion, willingness all remains common. But I think a very quick change of adaptability is the key thing that we really look at in people.
Right. Ma'am, with this, I have a question coming from a viewer from our Kulmohan sir. Students these days are very restless and wish to change jobs very rapidly. Will they make a better career for themselves if they jump jobs, or should they stick to one hotel only?
Well, this is something that a lot of people have asked me in my tenure also. So I will take my example. I have been associated with one particular hotel for rather a company for 11 years. I started my career when I was the age of 17, and for 11 years I was working for the Oberoi, and I grew from positions. So I think, when you start your career, it is very important to stick to a company, what I personally feel in my view, because how the company nurtures you, it's like a small baby seed that you've put in and you plant them, you take care of them, and then you grow into a bigger tree. And I think once you are, you have understood, okay, this is how the company runs, and this is what the best the company could contribute to me. And when you feel there is a need of change, then I think you should. And personally, when you change company, a span of 2 years, I think is minimum what is needed for you to be in one company. And if you fortunately get a better job with a better salary, because we all work for, a monetary value other than the learning and the knowledge that we seek at, I think within 2 years we should move. But the foundation, I personally feel, is very important. So giving good amount of 5-6 years for a company to start with is very important, is what I feel.
Correct. Absolutely right, ma'am. I do not want to end this discussion because it is so interesting and questions are coming again and again. But I have to do this because there are other things also. See, again, one question came up. So I would end this discussion now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the panelists, for this wonderful discussion. And actually, this is the need of the hour because all the students, all the aspiring hoteliers who are looking forward for a hotel management course, they actually wanted to know that what all opportunities are there when the industry is facing the toughest time. So I think we have contributed towards their, we would be able to clear their thoughts in a better way. Now with this, now I would like to invite Dean Vatel Hotel Tourism Business School, Professor Dr. Garima Prakash, to tell us about the BHM program. A brief introduction about ma'am. Professor Dr. Garima Prakash has over 27 years of diversified experience in hotels, restaurant management, and operations ranging from concept building, menu designing, menu engineering, and recipe development. Over to you, ma'am. Sunil, sir?
We cannot hear, ma'am. I'm just going to go to her and check.
I think there is a network issue, I think.
Must be. Just a minute. Is ma'am audible now?
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Am I audible? Yeah, okay. I think so. So much for technology. And it actually runs us down. That's what happened with the Kanksha ma'am, and now it has happened with me. But then that's what it is. Once again, thank you, wonderful ladies of our hospitality industry, for contributing us with such vital and important information. Really grateful. Now I will take you through what our Hotel School basically stands for. So this is what is our logo, that when you choose Vatel, you choose success. And now why do we say that? The first and the most prime thing is, as we have just been certified as second rank in the state of Haryana in private hotel management colleges, and we have been ranked 5th rank in the category of excellence by GHRDC. They have an annual survey, and it's quite a rigorous process when you go through. They basically audit the school in terms of teaching, learning, placements, internships, the quality of the students, the quality of the faculty, research, and all these things. And then eventually you get landed up with this certificate. So we have just been awarded this certificate, and we are very, very proud of it. And then as it has been told to the students that, when you do hotel management or hospitality management, as now it is said, obviously, the hotel management has navigated to being a hospitality management, and that is why, because it not only opens the doors to various hotels, but it also opens up various other career opportunities, and all these career opportunities are basically based on the service. Any industry which has a service background or which has a base of service industry is an industry where a hotel management graduate can go into. So there are various career opportunities, obviously hotel and resorts, entrepreneurships, restaurant, cruise liners, as one of the managers spoke about, quick service restaurants, institutional caterings, hospital catering, teaching, airline cabin crew, customer service jobs, industrial canteens, and obviously bars and pubs. So we have a 4 years degree program. The 4 years, how the foundations of these 4 years have been laid is that the first year is what that we try to inculcate the foundation skill set into a student. The second year is all about knowledge and operational skill sets. Third year, we try to impart the managerial skills, and the fourth year is where the research, entrepreneurial, and the leadership skills are imbibed in a student. So obviously, if you see our program structure, it is a 200 credit program structure spread across 8 semesters, out of which 8 semesters, 6 semesters are academic semesters and 2 semesters are internship semesters. It has an amalgamation of core courses, discipline specific electives, general electives, dissertation, skill enhancement courses, ability enhancement courses, and obviously service learning and community-based service. So if you see, the curriculum has all aspects to make a student, help a student into a very, very holistic development of a student and to make him industry ready. We have obviously hotel management or the hospitality management, as we say it has to be a program which is very, very, it's a skill-oriented course. And when anything which is skill-oriented course, exposure to the industry or internships become a vital part of that program. And nevertheless, our program has 2 internships, as I've just said, that, you know, one is 22 weeks in the second year and one is in the third year. The first year industrial training is all about basically getting to understand how the hotel comes together, how it functions in totality. The second industrial training of 6 months, which is in the third year, is a specialization training in which by third year a student would have understood or would have known in which area he needs to go in, and then he goes to the hotel and specializes in that department. Over and above this, Battelle specifically, we have a summer internship program of 10 weeks after the first year at Battelle, Nice, France, which Laurent sir would take you through once he talks about Battelle Legacy. And then we also have a very unique student exchange program, Marco Polo, which again would be touched by Laurent sir in the next session. Our USPs of the school is obviously academic excellence. We lay emphasis on experiential learning. We have a robust industry connect. We have industry and academia integrated choice-based credit system, which I just showed you. We have transdisciplinary learning. We have industry experience and research-oriented faculty. All our faculty are over and above the industry experience. They are only hired if they have a minimum amount or minimum number of industry experience. So the examples in the classrooms are not related to just theory or bookish, but they are real life examples. Like, you know, when I take a class, I don't have to, my major examples are from Taj because I'm a Taj product, you know, and kids would also laugh, ma'am, everything about, so practically my students know everything how Taj functions, you know. So that is how our faculty, you know, brings out examples and talk about concepts. Then we have French language expertise, which obviously goes to say that, you know, we have, being a French school, we have French in all the academic semesters, which is mandatory by our partner school. We have a student-focused skills, soft skill training, and we obviously, when we have international internships and placements, which is just going to be touched upon. And obviously, when we do all this, we land up having a very, very holistic student development at our school. We have a great infrastructure and facility. We have 4 kitchens. We have a basic training kitchen. We have a quantity training kitchen. We have advanced training kitchen, and we have a bakery setup. And then we have 2 beautiful restaurants, one by the name of Battelle Epicure for fine dining practicals, and we have a Battelle Cafe for a more kiosk or cafe style service styles. We have our room division labs, we have housekeeping labs, we have a front office labs. And as it had already also been talked about and shown before, we believe in student diversity at Battelle. So it is not only that we have students pan India, but we have global students. And I think so when any student is working with such a diverse student base in a school, what they learn in terms of curriculum is there, but there is so much more passive learning about culture and different kind of countries and behavior of people, and I think so, which really stands a good chance for any hospitality individual. We have international placements. So these are few of our students who have been placed internationally, and they're doing very well. So there are a lot of opportunities which our student gets when they are about to graduate for international opportunities also, over and above the national opportunities. Needless to say, being a part of Vattel, it's a program, it's a dual degree program. So you get a degree from Sushant University and you get a recognized degree from Vattel International Business School, France also. So obviously having 2 degrees, one national and one international degree, really puts you at a notch up than other hotel management graduates. And this year we have a very, very special very special thing for our students of this batch, which is Harvard Business School Online. So the students who will be enrolling this year would be getting 2 free certificate courses from Harvard Business School Online. They would be doing this course, and needless to say, the name itself, when you have a certificate of a program from Harvard Business School, which is going to stand in good this thing with you throughout your career. So I think so with this I will end, and I would invite Mr. Lauro Giro to take up the Vattel legacy. Lauro sir had set up this place. He had got Vattel to Sushant University in 2015, and he's an integral part of our system. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Garima ma'am. Good afternoon all. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, dear ladies, and thank you for being here today and enlightening us on opportunities in 5-star hotel. I think that first, we just need to look at you 3 to understand what the opportunities are, because you 3 young ladies look so young, and you're already where you are. It means that the opportunities are really there. We are not talking to 50-year-old ladies, but we are talking to ladies in their 20s, and that's the beauty of it, and that's the opportunity. And only ladies also, the 3 of them. So I think we have to be a little careful as guys, and be on our feet. Otherwise, we'll soon be dominated, which I don't mind really, but I think it's just interesting to mention how this industry is so good for ladies, for young ladies, and it's a great industry to go to for young ladies. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, and I thank you all ladies for coming today and telling us your experiences. I just wanted to let you understand a little bit the Vattel legacy and what it is all about. As Dean Garima said, we've been a Vattel school since 2015, and since I've started the program here, and we have had wonderful experience so far with the students, and what the kind of placement and the kind of things that has happened to our students, we are really proud of. This year, Vattel is celebrating its 40th birthday. We have been open for 40 years. And in November, during the Vattel convention, which will happen in France, and where Dean Garima and myself will probably go if we are allowed to travel, then we will, meet with our directors there from all the 51 schools from 31 countries, and we will celebrate the anniversary of the creation of Vattel in 1981. So it's a solid group, as I said, 40 years of experience, 51 campus on 31 in 31 countries. It's a #1 business school group in hospitality and tourism management in the world. So it's important to say. Can I have the next slide, Chef, please? I think this speaks better than any write-up. This is the map of Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, there's some technical issue with my computer also today. We're really running out of luck with this computer thing. Anyway, so you see where we are present in the world, and it's quite significant. And only one Vattel school in India is in Gurgaon in Sushant University. Next slide, please, sir. Like I said, 40 years, 50. I think we've gone through this, Chef. We can move on to the next slide. Again, this speaks better than any kind of, the score. 50 campuses in 31 countries actually changed quite a lot. So last time we printed this, it was 50 campuses. Now we have 52 campuses.
So we lost your voice again.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
And 35,000 alumni, which is one of the most important thing also, because what do we have? If you think of it, we just have a very large network of schools and individuals which are helping us on daily basis to create opportunities for our students, because our network is gigantic and we have so many people working in so many hotels all over the world and giving Vattel this sort of unique kind of curriculum, which is very reactive, because our our alumni networks is all over the world and feeds us every year when we go to these Vattel convention, Vattel conferences all over the world. The alumni network and the global network that we are, all the director of schools, we feed each other with a lot of priceless information coming from.
Voice went away again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I definitely have a big problem. So let's go for the next slide, please. Summer internship only can happen because of the Vattel network. If we didn't have a hotel in other schools, if we didn't have other schools in the world, we could not send for free our students for 6 weeks, 6 to 10 weeks to Nîmes, to our flat.
So your voice is gone. There's some issue with the cable, I guess. So we cannot hear you.
Sunil sir, I think there is a network issue. Kindly you take it forward. I think Sunil sir.
Sir, you are on mute, sir. Sunil sir, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Is it better now?
Now we can hear you, sir.
Like Sir was talking about, one of a kind opportunity for our students. At the end of their first year, based on their qualification, based on their merit list and all, they get to go to France. We pay for your boarding and lodging at that time. The student only pays for their flight and the visa. It's a major achievement for a student because he gets a free exposure for a cross-cultural training, and they get to strengthen their experience by working in live conditions. The students learn a lot. They come back much more focused when they actually come back to India. And the second training that is available for the students is called as Marco Polo Semester Exchange Program. Yes, it's an exchange program where you actually pay the fees in our India campus only, but you get an option to be in 25 plus different campuses around the world. Now, why only 25 campuses being mentioned is because these campuses have got their English as a primary language for giving the lectures. So a student might even go to France or some other part of the world if he or she has got the language for that area. Certain students of ours have been to certain parts of France and Europe, and they already knew that language, so they were very happy there. He or she gets to be there for a whole semester. They get trained there. They actually work in that very same university, very same school. And if the student likes, he or she can be there for another 6 months working in the hotel. It's a paid internship that is being given to a student. So no additional tuition fees, like I have mentioned, and boarding lodging options available at nominal price. We help them out. The schools which are there, they help them out for the very same purpose. So on that note, we'll close this point, and back to you, Anshu ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Sunil sir. But I think you can start with the admission process.
I will.
And followed by the campus video also.
Right now. Let's talk about the admission process. The process stands fairly simple for the students. So it's a 4-year bachelor's in hotel management program. Eligibility requirement is 50% overall aggregate in 10+2, including English as a mandatory subject. That is very much important. If in case you are from commerce line, you have got any kind of problem understanding the subjects of science, we help you in that. You're from science, maybe from humanity, and you have problem understanding accounts, we always help you out in the very same thing. We have special classes for that. Before we start the semester, we have classes for that for the students. The process starts off with an aptitude test followed by a personal round of interview, and a letter is being given to a student. But this all happens once you have filled up the admission form. So we have a counselor with us whose details we'll be sharing right at the last. You can contact her, you can take her number down, you can take her email ID down, and she will start the process for you. So this is Miss Priyanka Narang. Her number is 9999101806, and the ID is priyankanarang@sushantuniversity.edu.in. On this note, we open the floor for any kind of questions you have related to admission process. Anybody has any question they may ask. I don't think so. So we'll move on to the video that we have talking about our campus life. It's a very interesting video. We love this video, so please have a look at it.
The real learning is what happens on our inspiring grounds. In a 14-acre Wi-Fi enabled campus, you will never feel disconnected from the world. The Ansal University campus is filled with playgrounds, cafes and gymnasium. Our cultural calendar is always filled with upcoming events where students become the teacher of their own act. With our prime location, it is very easy for the students to commute through metro and college buses. The on-campus boys and girls hostel gives you a feeling of home, a place where friendship is formed for life.
My role basically, as you can see in campus life, is to make sure that the students who take admission with us and live on our campus feel like at home. I also handle the hostel. We have a wonderful football ground run by a football academy, free teaching for students. We also run a tennis academy on our 2 tennis courts, 2 volleyball courts. We also have basketball in the university.
Staying on campus has been one of the best decisions of my life. Anyone who's staying on campus, they have a very set schedule. You get up early in the morning, you work out, gym is terrific, the breakfast is awesome. You're not going to miss your mom's food.
The hostel is very good, not because of the environment also, but it is safe for girls, boys, and you get a very good environment for studying also.
This campus is where students get the teachers and facilities they truly deserve. All the 8 schools at our campus have their own state-of-the-art libraries. Students can access them anytime they want.
A student is often recognized by the name of the institution associated with his education, and I feel proud to be a student of School of Law, Ansal University.
The university has not only contributed to my growth as an architecture student but also as a person tremendously.
With the help of TDS, that is transdisciplinary learning, which happens here, it have helped me so much to interact and even learn from different schools.
My journey in this school has been all about self-discovering. So I came to this school thinking that I'll study interior designing, but obviously foundation happened and I obviously discovered myself.
I believe hotel management course here in Ansal University has given me an insight of how the hotel industry operates.
The environment here has not only helped me imbibe knowledge but also aided me in developing my overall personality.
I thank all the experts and highly experienced panelists for taking out their valuable time and joining us in this webinar and giving their valuable views and comments on the theme of this webinar. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.